Hello, my little bees. It's been a while. I'm so sorry. Vacation over. I was thinking I was going to be able to do a daily reading at least, and it was so insane and so busy and full of rest that I guess the guides also wanted me to rest. So apologies for being away for a few days, and I'm very grateful that I got to rest. And I just realized also that I missed 2 birthdays, so happy belated birthday to the people. I'm going to try to go through this quickly but without disrespect, and I will note those in the description of today's video anyways. So happy belated birthday to the people born between June 22nd and the 26th. Your guardian angel's name is Leuviah. He is the 3rd guardian angel of the choir of the thrones. Representing the Jupiterian part of the energies of Saturn. You should know that it was Hezekiel Jupiter who transformed the world, inherited from Binael Saturn. Into the lush garden called Eden. Leuviah offers an anticipation of this paradise, but without forgetting the law instituted by Binael Saturn. Leuviah wants to produce a balanced, prudent, judicious, measured, amiable man, full of modesty and always in a good mood, even in adversity. He will have the exact idea of what he can achieve and what he cannot obtain. That is to say, he will know how to balance his ambitions well. Everything he decides will have happy consequences during the realization, because he will have been able to foresee the general good and the exact possibilities of realization. From him will flow abundance, wealth, and fruitfulness, fecundity, like when something is being realized. So for those of you born between June 22nd to 26th, if you want to have the prayer to this angel, please do let me know. To this angel, this guardian angel, please let me know. I will send you a translation of the prayer should you want to communicate with him. Happy belated birthday to the people born between June 27th and July the 1st. The name of your guardian angel is Pahaliah, I want to say. He is the regent of the Martian energies of Binael Saturn. Again, so we are in Binael Saturn. In charge of the re-establishment of the cosmic law in the world. The fight against the enemies of the universal order will be the subject where this guardian angel will bring maximum help to the individual. At any level, and in any circumstance, the individual will be able to succeed in his struggle for the truth. The word will not be enough. It will be necessary to add the gesture, the behavior. It should be known that the Martian energies are always carriers of work, of effort, and indeed the re-establishment of the violated order is work. That's how you fix it. That just makes me think of Encanto for some reason. I don't know if you haven't seen Encanto, I don't know why that makes me talk about this, but that makes me think of that, because how there was this sacrifice at the beginning of the story, and how the grandmother, the first person, that the gift was given to, and what she created with it, out of fear, she made it very difficult for the family, to the point that people felt like they were never good enough and stuff like that. And finally, with that came the end of what she thought she had built on her own, with everybody getting together to build. So like, what was I saying, like here, the work, how the re-establishment of the mess that she created out of fear was everybody working together and loving each other and accepting everyone's individuality and how everybody is special. And so I don't know why that just makes me think of that. So let me talk to someone. Where was I? Violated order is work. The fight against the enemies of the cosmic order, the person will have to carry it out on his own interior. If he wins his inner war, he will be able to control his impulses, his passions, and becomes a demanding man towards himself. The hero towards himself, the hero who fights to act in accordance with his principles, and whose victory makes him master of his destiny. Wow. Everything is possible with the help of this guardian angel. So, for those of you who are born between June 27 and July the 1st, please let me know if you want to have it. Again, you can email me at onwithlouise@gmail.com and I will send you the translation. And a happy birthday to the people born between today and the 6th. The name of your guardian angel is Nelchael. This guardian angel represents the solar energies available to Bisnel Saturn again. The sun represents the consciousness, and therefore this guardian penetrates these always those words. Penetrate the consciousness of the individual to impregnate his rules there. The law penetrates his conscience and everything in him will be in order. This is how the individual can become a bearer of order, of justice, a man of his word, faithful to his commitment. Knower of the truth. That's an interesting word. But being aware of the truth, I want to say, but like to the point of knowing the truth. Inside him, he will be able to exteriorize it and undo the spells, the calumnies, the bewitchments, as indicated in the traditional texts, which add that this guardian effectively helps to dominate mathematics, abstract science, techniques, and philosophy. Indeed, when an individual interiorizes the law to transform it into a driving force, he always finds a mechanism to make it function externally and fully succeed in this existence. So those were fascinating angels. Again, happy birthday to you guys, born between the 2nd and the 6th of July. If you want to have the translation, again, please do not hesitate to let me know. I will send it to you. I was going to keep this angel for this week, but I don't know how the week is going to go again. It's with my son visiting until a few more days. I don't know how doing it in the morning and, anytime is going to work for me. So tonight, more like early tomorrow morning, for us in California, is a full moon tomorrow. I believe it's 4:38. Let's say 4:40. Okay, so after 4:40 for people in California on the west coast of the United States, the full moon will be tomorrow early morning. So for all the way to Eastern Europe, we have the full moon tomorrow. That means a full moon is time to recharge. Full moon is time to keep your emotions low. We did our wishes a couple of weeks ago. I can't think of anything but to recharge. Let's see if I have any notes on that. I'm very disorganized. I'm so sorry. You know what? Let me grab my phone with the Moonology app and let's see if there is anything on the full moon ritual. Why can't I find it? Moonology. Here it is. Let's see. I love this app. I recommend. I obviously, I'm not big enough, anyways, to have them know or tell me anything, or for me to be advertising it, but the creators are based in Russia, so it's always like they show the full moon today, for example, when for us it's going to be tomorrow. But I wanted to find full moon ritual. Let's see. There is an overabundance of energy, so the mind can be overwhelmed. So just, you know, keep things, just keep in mind that the energies are so high that everybody can be hypersensitive, okay? But the good side about this is that mental and intellectual activity is in full swing. So information is easily absorbed and stays in the memory for a long time. So if you want to learn about something, the next couple of days is a good time to do so. It is also especially true for those who were born close to the full moon or have a lunar personality type. That's getting into more detailed stuff that you can go read into, obviously. The full moon enhances the qualities of the zodiac sign under which it occurs. So I think it was saying that it says Sagittarius, but if it had actually happened on the 3rd, it was a Sagittarius. Okay, so the full moon is full moon so the zodiacs, the full moon is going to be under the sign of the Sagittarius. So that will enhance the qualities of the Sagittarius. Recommendation, that's where I wanted to get. The full moon gives strength and energy that you can use wisely. It's favorable to do things that are important to you and require stability, strength, and faith in yourself. Do what makes you feel fulfilled. This is one of the best days for charity. I brought that up in previous readings. Everything that you give away will return to you with light energies on a much larger scale. The moon is responsible for the mind, subconsciousness, and emotions. On the full moon, it's favorable to pay attention to the depths of your emotional world to get to know the emotional part of yourself better. Be aware of what is happening to you and how your emotions are reflected in the body. Try not to suppress your feelings, desires, and impulses. Accept them and let them go. Try to protect yourself from negative news, traumatic situations, unpleasant communication, and quarrels. The good side about that is that, being that it is Monday for the full moon, don't listen to the news on your way to work, for example, because that to me is always upsetting. There is always something. And avoid arguments. You can do the metta meditation, loving kindness, to cultivate love and compassion for all living beings. That's a good thing to bring warmth and love. Try to take care of others, develop empathy and the ability to understand and support others. Make time to immerse your attention into the space of your heart and stay in this state. It's a good idea to engage in practices aimed at relaxing and strengthening your contact with the body. The moon represents the principle of motherhood. If a mother was cold, distant, and did not show enough care and love in childhood, then a person could be inattentive, demanding, and harsh on themselves in the future. So focus on loving your inner child through the full moon. It's possible to study your parental part and become a sensitive parent for yourself. I need a sip. On the full moon, we learn to be attentive, kind, and careful first of all for ourselves, and only then for other people. But that to me is that should be done on a daily basis. Like if you don't love yourself, how do you expect others to love you? If you're not kind to yourself, how do you expect to be kind to yourself and others to be kind to you? Things like that. On this day, it's a good thing to be part of a women's circles also, because the mothers, the women. So practice meditation, do something creative, dance and sing together. You can also perform rituals to welcome lunar energy into your life. However, remember that these are just tools for directing our attention. They don't relieve us from our responsibility of the role of the creator of our own life. Yes, we are the creator of our own life. Everything depends on your faith and inner intention. So you can make an amulet. You can look into that, or even Google to find an amulet to do for the moon, to, you know, bring good energies. The ritual of letting go is really good, because you write down on a piece of paper what you want to get rid of, and the next day burn it with a candle flame or in a fire. Obviously, be safe about that. Try to feel how all the negativity in your body is burning together with a piece of paper. Oh yeah, there is also this one, the ritual with water. You will find countless videos of the ritual of water. But what it is you place a glass of water on the windowsill so that moonlight falls on it. If you are in a location where it is difficult for you to say that, put the intention of the moon to go and feel the energy, fill this glass of water with its energy, obviously. Ask the moon to share with you some of the power. In the morning, drink the water on an empty stomach, sip by sip. And it's like really, like some guy was saying, like, rinse your mouth. Like, you just feel the water. You don't just chug it. With each sip, you remember the intention you had in the water. And it's kind of like you rinse your mouth as well. Sip by sip, visualizing how you renew and cleanse yourself and fill your body with light energy. You can also add it to your bath water for bathing, or you can, you know, mix it to more water that you can use in your pasta water, in your rice water, in your tea, stuff like that. There is a money ritual. It is believed that you can attract financial energy on the full moon. You can leave a coin, wallet, or bank card on the windowsill for a night to charge them with moonlight. The full moon is a powerful day for... Is that it? Yes, you just feel it, and that's it, and you keep it. The full moon is a powerful day for inner work, harmonizing external and international... international. That's probably meant for someone. The full moon is a powerful day for inner work, harmonizing external and internal processes of life. Use it for your own good. That makes me think of the yin and yang for some reason. Okay, here we go. That was extra. I already talked a lot. We are in 17 minutes already. And we can finally start on the full moon reading. Yay! Let's see which... I'm going to put that over here, pointing out the pretty items that Crystal made for me. Remember that my friend Crystal has a store on Etsy, and that's one of the little things she did for me with acrylic. Thank you again. And you can find her address if you want to visit her store on the description of the channel. But I don't want to put this where I don't burn myself or the cards, and I don't want to burn my bees either. So here we go. Here. Okay. Let's see what divine energy is with us for this full moon reading. I'm so excited. It's been only a week, but I was missing this. What energy is with us, s'il vous plaît, for this full moon reading? Which means the energy for the next couple of weeks. We have two that jumped out. The Holy Amethyst talks to us about divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. This is perfect for the moon. We were talking about that in all the moon rituals. Amethyst also makes me want to tell you to keep this crystal by you. It will help you with good night's sleep. It will help you with relaxing. It will help you with focusing on your needs. The amethyst, it's interesting how I don't have one here, but my pendulum is an amethyst. I sleep with an amethyst next to me. I wore an amethyst around my neck for the longest time until I moved to the opal. This is a good stone to for people with anxiety. Again, for people who have a hard time sleeping, and for the crown, the broad chakra. which helps you with your clairvoyance and your wanting to open your third eye and stuff like that. We also have Kusumi. I hope I said that correctly. He looks like an Arabic or Israeli. I'm not familiar with him. He talks about the clock of wisdom. He reminds me of Jesus kind of on this picture, of the description of Jesus in any case. I love what it says, and we have the cross, the cross right here. It says, you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. You have the answer in you. Trust in yourself. I like how this was with a divine alchemy too. Focus on what you desire, but you already know what you desire, and this is cool. And what you seek. Can you guys see that? Yeah, let me put that a little higher maybe. Here we go, so we can see those energies are very nice. By the way, I also had some tea during the week, and I kept the messages, and the message of today is: life is best lived by focusing on your goals, what you seek, and dancing through all other directions. So to me, that tells that the fact that you have a goal should not remove everything around you. Remember the good times, remember to feel good, remember the people around you, remember the people that want to help you, remember to have faith, remember to trust. You need balance. I was on the phone with my mom a little bit ago, and I used charms just because I was curious about something that's happening in her life, and came out the yin and yang, and that's been in my mind ever since. It was interesting in the question that she had, because the concern that I had based on what she was talking about, it was a relationship with her neighbors, with her neighborhood even, and how everything was really bad for a moment, and now all of a sudden everybody is like saying hello to each other. It feels like the energies of summer, the sun, heat, warmth, love. And the yin and yang, just like, and now it reminds me of the balance, how, just keep everything balanced in your life, not just don't focus. It's good to focus on your goals, but just remember that everything could help you going towards your goal as well. And then those were, like I said, I keep messages and I put them in my charm boards. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with them, but I'm saving them. So we have, there is a yin and yang. In order to be remembered, leave nothing but love behind. Sometimes we worry that we will not leave anything behind, but for example, there is my in-laws, my mother-in-law's mom, for example. She was so loving and so caring and so giving to all the neighbors that we are on the third generation, and I never met her, and I know of her, and I have a cooking book that was made by the family based on the stuff that she used to cook for everyone. My kids, I have taught them how to make this woman Esther's cookies. So she didn't create anything big, but she was so loving and so giving and so caring that many people still remember her and cook stuff that she did. So she'll be remembered through her baking, for example. The essence of life is to communicate love. This is confirming this. And this one is: the one who listens understands. This is very deep, because we hear many things, but it doesn't mean that we pay attention. So listen. It also means be quiet, to listen. You will understand. That's important to always remember to listen. Okay, so that was that. Here, let's see what energy. I saved the Wisdom of the Oracle for my daily messages, which I hope I will get back to. I will definitely try to, because I like those quick daily messages. S'il vous plaît, what energy is with us today? So I'm using the energy Oracle right now, which I usually use not for the moon. Oopsie. we have, okay, that came out. 2 cards again. Wow, the end, you know, look at that. Goddess of the Moon for the full moon. I love this card. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's interesting. We haven't been bugging the guides in a few days, but they were missing us too, huh? What energy is for this full moon, s'il vous plaît? The woman holding the coin and the first chakra, Archangel Michael. So the Archangel Michael, I pray to him before each guidance to ask for protection and love. So that's what it's good to think of him for. He's our first chakra. So if your first chakra is out of balance, everything is out of balance. Okay, so that just reminds us to get back with the basics, to take care of ourselves, to also pay attention when you have a gut feeling. Pay attention to that. For some of us, we may need to take care of our guts. Okay, so maybe some of you do need to go to the doctor, do the annual checkup, the colonoscopy, things like that. Focus on your well-being. This full moon is reminding you of that. And the woman holding the coin. It's funny, after this vacation, I was worrying about my finances. The way I'm looking at her is like, stop worrying about it. Just trust in the universe. You will have what you need when you will need it. When you will need it. So just remember to like I said, give trust in the universe, and abundance is here. You have it in your hand. You don't know it, but it's right there. So no worries. I will remember that for me as well. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Moonology. Do I want to do this? We'll see how it is by the end. I'm going to use the app I was just using is the tarot deck that they have a great practice part in the app, and I love the pictures, and they made a tarot deck based on the pictures that they were using on the app, and I really like it. And it's based on the I believe it's Dr. Papus, because there is different schools of tarot. Look at me, I'm like all teaching different things today. I'm adding classes. I apologize for those who don't want that. But tarot goes back all the way to, I'm going to have to use a toss tarot one of these days too. Goes back to the Egyptians, so that's how old tarot is. And then during the 15th, 16th, and even 20th centuries, there was some people that uses the old school of tarot. But this one is based on the French. There is 2 schools, French and English. Also, all coming from this Egyptian creation. Dr. Papus added a card to the tarot. Instead of being 78, this is 79. So we'll see if that white card will come out. So, s'il vous plaît les anges. Oopsie. The Fool. Trust. I was talking about trust in the universe and how a new adventure is starting. For some of you, this is like, remember to trust, and you have something new starting. They do want to talk today, don't they? 3 of Cups, celebration. 9 of Pentacles, abundance again, like everything is going to be okay. Okay. 6 of Swords. Again, 6 of Swords is traveling, leaving something behind, but hope, like going towards something new. 4 of Swords. Some of you need some rest. Maybe some of you need to go on vacation. Okay. Knight of Swords. New ideas coming to... Jesus Christ, the 8 of Swords. Some of you also have that mental problem here. Could we calm down, s'il vous plaît, les anges? I need to just do a full moon reading here. The guides are all excited, and so am I. Okay, we need a cut. Here we go. Let's see. What do you need to let go here for this full moon, with this full moon message? Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is what you need to let go. The Sweet of Wands, the Sweet of Fire, the Sweet of Passion. Why would you need to let go? The Knight of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. How about, you know what, let me take this. Let's see what they say about the King of Wands. Let's see. Come on, work with me. Practice. Let's look for the King of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, the recommendation is be yourself. This is exactly what you need to do in this situation. But that's in what you need to let go. The patron king of the man that the question is about. In this meaning, it is connected with the zodiac sign according to the Western horoscope. Wands are a suite of people born under the fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So maybe this is going to talk to this fiery sign. Thus, if the man belongs to one of these three signs and you know about it, then the card can have this meaning. If he belongs to another sign or do you not know his of the zodiac, then it is not the case. Look for the answer in the first or second meaning. The patron king represents a man as he is with his own strengths and weaknesses, peculiarities, individual qualities. This is a home card, as if you are at home. Okay, so it is interesting that we had the Fool that jumped out when I was shuffling the cards, that we have the woman holding a coin, that we have you focusing on the basis, and that this is a card that is telling you to let go. Maybe you do have to let go of a man of this sign, with the quality of a fiery sign. Maybe you have to let go of this fiery passion. Maybe you do have to let go of your attachment of the home. Maybe it's time for you to move out of your parents' home. Maybe it's time for you to get a new home. Maybe it's really time for you to start on a new adventure. It allows you to be your true self in this situation. It is favorable. In this job, in this relationship, in this place, he is needed just the way he is. But one has to understand that both positive and negative traits come to surface. The card does not judge, so maybe it's time for you to stop judging as well. Depending on the context of your question, merits or demerits will play a bigger role. If there is a choice between two options in this spread and there appears a patron king, these cards say, no matter what advice we give, you will still do it your way. So, based on all of, oh my god, there's a second meaning and a third meaning. Let's see. The second meaning is that it describes the character of the man. It has no connection with the zodiac sign if we don't focus on that. The King of Wands means, and that's what I wanted, socially approved behavior. Man's inner guidelines, his idea of what is right and how it should be coincide with the accepted norms. He is straightforward, punctual, polite, and always keeps his word. He has a strong sense of duty. This is a good, faithful man who has his own opinion, how things should be, and stick to it. In a relationship, the King of Wands is a perfect husband and father. He might be prone to be too predictable, boring, inflexible, and follow the rules without thinking. Also, the cards can consider the King of Wands as handpicked. This card describes general traits of character, but each person is an individual and shows themselves in their own ways. Also, the card can refer to a man who does not fit this description, but behaved like the King of Wands in a particular situation. Recommendation: be the King of Wands, behave properly the way you are supposed to. The way I see this card. And then the third recommendation is act accordingly to your social role. Show yourself in the way that fits your status. So, to me, because it says what you need to let go, I'm seeing this at stop trying too hard, okay? Let go. We had the Fool that jumped. That really tells me to stop being so rigid. Stop being so square. Remember, we had the Four of Wands too. That's like, and the Four, I think it was the Four of Wands. I'm picturing the Four of something. Maybe it was the Four of Swords. But I'm picturing, that makes me feel of something very square. So stop being so rigid. Let go. It's time to to focus on rebuilding yourself and to let go of what everybody is expecting out of you. Okay, so focus on yourself, let go of the expectation of outside. It is about your own growth. It's about, with the Archangel Michael, rebuilding your basis. The answer you seek, you already know it. So this is really about your own growth right now. How can you reach your full potential? And with this full moon, see, with the Ace of Cup again, it's with grabbing the new love opportunity from the universe. Each ace is really an opportunity that the universe is giving you, but also you have to remember with the ace that the universe is giving you it, but it's up to you to grab. Okay, so you have this new opportunity to love yourself. You have this new opportunity, and there is hope. Look at that. There's this beautiful star on top of the cup. The cup is overflowing. You have this love that's coming to you. You have the opportunity to give love and to receive love, and you have hope and love from the divine. I'm thinking of the star and the sun when I look at this card. See how simple but beautiful it is. You have the water overflowing the cup, and you have like a star in the middle of a sun. So like I said, with the ace, you have so to reach your full potential is to, again, allowing yourself for this new beginning. You are really, the universe really wants you to hear new. And the funny thing, there is no funny thing, there is no coincidence. That tells me also that if this is the first time you are watching a video from the On With Lois channel, just know that there is no coincidence. There is a message you gotta hear. What I've been hearing in the few, I didn't have the time to listen to a lot of things, but the little bit that I've been hearing, and a lot in these past few weeks and consistently, is this news. The Wheel of Fortune is coming out a lot, aces are coming out a lot, the notion of new is coming out a lot, the world, scary changes. But I'm feeling like in this case, because we are talking really about you, and I want to focus on each individual that are listening to this guidance, is really that it feels like a lot of us have the opportunity to start something new. It's all up to us. There was somewhere about us being the creator of our own life. We are the creator of our own life. It's up to us to make the choice. See, by focusing on your goals and dancing through all others, through all other distractions, like just the distractions that are coming in your life, see them as just that distraction, but joyful things. You have a lot of new meetings, a lot of new acquaintances, a lot of new choices, a lot of new places, maybe an opportunity in your job. Just grab all those beautiful opportunities, because that's what they're bringing you, is just love, and maybe learn to see yourself as a new person. Allow yourself to I was thinking about that with my children when I was with them during this past week. My older one, who is starting her life as an adult, looks like she reminded me of not wanting to let go of her inner child. She was very child, like doing very young child games in the pool. I was delighted to see that. Whereas my son, who is right in the middle of his teenage years, is way too serious. He's lovely, he's growing, but he's becoming this young man, and you know, I'm a man. So I wish he found his inner, he was not letting go of his inner child, because he's really fun. I know he will find him again, but that's what I feel here with the Ace of Cup, being that it's a beginning, and you have that first chakra that's being brought up by the Archangel Michael here. Like, remember your inner child. Remember to have fun. Remember to play. Maybe the summer will allow you to do that. This is how you will reach your full potential. remembering your inner child and how to have fun. That's how you'll bring joy in your life. Sometimes with some of us it's too much, but I want to say that it's never too much for some reason. So just be joyful, be happy. Look at how that wants to fall here, up, here we go. Everything will be fine. There is number 42 and 35. Maybe this is some age for some people here that jumped out. It's funny how the Arabic or Jewish sign here on this Christie card looks like a number 30 to me. So maybe that's also an age that will mean something to you. Okay, what is coming to light right now, s'il vous plaît? What is coming to light right now? The Tower. Okay, that was also in a recent reading that I did with, again, having Tabby in mind. I haven't heard from her. I hope she's doing okay. I hope you guys have been sending good energies towards her. What's coming to light is really the end of a situation. That it is difficult, that it is difficult for you. But really this end of the situation is benefit for you. You really have some growth and good things coming your way, okay? That this has all been said there. You have and all these end of situations, however shocking as they are, you know what's funny, I'm thinking of thunder. This full moon here is also called the buck moon, but also in the Native American culture it's also called the thunder moon, because we have a lot of thunderstorm right now. There is also harvesting of hay, so that seeing the lightning here just makes me think that it goes very well with the thunder moon or the buck moon that we are just going through right now, confirming that this is really happening now, this shocking change. And that could be a shocking change in your life, or for some reason possible that there is going to be a shocking change universally, and I hope this is for the better. And when I say universally, I mean, you know, for the world. Interesting how we have the wave here. Oh, I don't like that. We have the wave coming at the bottom of this tower here. I had not seen, this looks like a lighthouse. Well, I don't want to get into the message. This message for the bigger parts here, les anges. Merci, mais non merci. So if I just focus on people and on the listeners, there is a shocking event. There is something that you're possibly losing, that it feels like that you're losing, but that's to focus on your first chakra. That's really going to force you to go back to the basis, and that's what's coming to light right now. So look at how you have, like, this is all dark, but you do have the divine light up here, so there is no escaping that. It's going to happen. So just embrace. It's difficult, but embrace what's happening, because this is, again, for the better. It feels like it's going to happen at night too. Oh, I just noticed the moon here and with the stars, and as I was looking at the card, divine message from the universe. That just gave me a bad feeling. So keeping in mind though that it is really for the best, because there is really lovely energies and cards reminding us of those beautiful new things that's coming to life here. So that's a bad for a good. That's definitely translated from French. So I hope that means something, that you will understand what I'm trying to say. Oh, look at that. So divine message from the universe is the Lovers. Notice how we have the sun like going into the moon, and this is going into the I have my owl in front of that one. the waning crescent moon, which is the time to surrender, recuperate, and rest. It's okay to feel empty sometimes. That's what I'm reading on my moon thing. But what that tells me is that, see how I was talking about the tower, the destruction, and how the sun is going into the moon, how it's bringing light, how we have the hope with those stars over here, the combination of dark and light, the growth of a couple. There is the notion of choice with the lovers. There is a number 6, so maybe this is something that just happened in June and that you're going through July. At the bottom of the deck, wow, we have, that is something. At the bottom of the deck we have the moon, and I was talking about darkness going towards light. There is something that was hidden that comes to light to you. Notice I was talking about new love coming in your life. The divine message of the universe is really that all this changes, all this moving from your home is bringing you that family in your home. Letting go of what's rigid is really maybe so that you can become that couple. There is genuine like you know, the way that this card makes me feel, and it's like I want to hold it so you can see, but I want to show you with my hands too. It's how it looks like these people are finally joining each other, like they were coming from two different, you know, they are both coming from maybe two different cultures, two different countries, two different families, two different backgrounds, and they are finally joining forces. They are finally coming together, like see how they are not yet embracing. So that's why I have that feeling of, you know, two people walking towards each other and finally seeing each other and meeting. Maybe, you know, when you were trying to please everyone and focusing on what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, stuff like that, you were not allowing yourself to get this cup of love and to finally be with the one that's meant to be with you. This is quite lovely. So it is scary to you, that notion of losing, but like really being destroyed. This card is terrifying to me. I feel really genuine fear when I'm looking at it, and not just for each individual but for the environment somehow. But that's and not just the lovers, not just the individuals that needs to be with you, but it feels like it's also the world coming at once and allowing communion between us all. I'm really seeing like a wave of people, you know, working together. This divine message is beautiful. As much as there is genuine fear here, I feel just genuine contentment and like, finally, you know. So trust what's coming. Allow yourself to let go of what you feel you are obligated to do, because by accepting to free your inner child, by accepting yourself, by loving yourself, by having compassion for yourself, by trusting what you know, and be careful to make the difference between what you wish and what you know, because that's the hard part. Like trusting your intuition and make, oh, I feel like I got to do that because this is what feels good. No. Okay, just keep that in mind. Let's see about getting an advice. You know, which card should we get as an advice? Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the Moon Magic thing. What oracle should we use as an advice? It's maybe the Moonology oracle will have an advice for us. An advice for our little bees. Let's see lovely. Okay, it jumped. Oh, we got 2. Okay. I will have you notice, but we're not in Gemini anymore, but we have a gorgeous Gemini card with a new moon in Gemini. So this feels like this is now, oh, this may take a long time if we're going back to next year, but communication is key. With a Gemini, I will have you remember that it's also the sign of the Lover's card, so that really reinforce that message of the lovers here. Communicate. And you know, with that rigidity we were seeing at the beginning of the guidance, express yourself, express your feeling, and communicating. That goes back with that listening. We had one of the team message, listening, you will understand. So communicate. Lovely. And have faith in your dreams. With a waxing crescent moon. I love how this is all moon. Well, it is done on. Oh, look at how we have butterflies. Talking again about new beginnings. That was the advice. Let's see if we can get a message from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. S'il vous plaît, what message, what extra message could we get? Whoa, okay, 2 cards. They just... Spiritual evolution, set your heart free. That really go back of letting go of this obligation. What you... Oh, clear and activate. That jumped out last time. Create sacred space. And birth of creation, potential growth. So we're just... I don't feel the need to elaborate on those. It's really just is confirming the new beginning. That goes with the Ace of Cups over here. Clear and activate with trusting... what you know, listening to the messages of the universe. Goes with that communicate. Also, communication is key, because listening to the people you're trying to communicate with, and listening to your heart and listening to the universe will allow you to grow. We have noticed the number 6 again. So all this newness in we have the Gemini talks a lot here. So to me that really goes with that couple. The Gemini is not just duality, is also completion, okay, because there is 2 individualities that are together making one. I know that well because I'm a Gemini, okay. Let's get a Salt and Sea energy card, because we are summers and this is the oracle I want to use for the summer, and I like it. S'il vous plaît, les anges liquides. I mean, I'm doing this also because it pleases me, right? An extra little message, s'il vous plaît, les anges. Ah! I felt like I was fighting and not that it was coming. So we are going to pull it. Here we go. It was out anyways. Yes. Okay, so we have a big yes. Be happy, be excited, be exhilarated. I will have you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stars. Stars. The hope with the Ace of Cups. So there is something quite exciting. Be excited. It's coming to you quite quickly. Let yourself be seen. Transparency. That's also confirming to let go. That King of Wands card, that letting go of rigidity and trusting and allowing yourself to be yourself. Let go of what you feel like other people want you to be. Allow yourself to be yourself. Please. Let's get a quick moon magic message, s'il vous plaît, from the Deep Moon Messages by Stacey Demarco, s'il vous plaît. That jumped out quickly. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. I love how the cards are always confirmed. Those moon readings, it just makes me so happy. I'm going to put that over the Ace of Cups here because... and waxing crescent. So we go... what I like also about this is how... You see a whole whole moon cycle here. We have the new moon. We have the waning crescent moon. We have here the waxing crescent moon. We have the waxing crescent being confirmed here. That really makes me feel overall like within the next month that this whole big change is happening. Let's get, you know, it's showing at me. It's, how long have we've been going at it for more than an hour. I mean, if some of you picked that up after the angels, then it hasn't been an hour after the guardian angels. I guess we didn't care if you weren't born throughout the past, what is it, 15 days? S'il vous plaît, les anges. Let's get a message from the... I'm picking a message from the Harry Potter. It's not necessarily a message, but it's always something that's really quote-unquote coincidental that I like. Let's see. That's going to come from the experiencing loss. Okay, well, that the experiencing loss is going well with the Tower emotion here. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. That was Dumbledore saying that to Harry Potter in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and I think that was when he was talking about... oh, that's when he was in the train station after we think that Harry died and Voldemort has been killed as well. And we see the last Horcrux, like what his soul was like. And Harry was feeling some pity for him. People who live without love experience loss every day. It robs their lives of connection, support, joy, and meaning. So that's just really confirming, like, let love come in your life. We can counteract this by spreading love as often as we can. Today, do something to bring a little more love into the world. Whether it's a small act like hugging a friend or a larger action like volunteering for a charity, any act of love can only have a positive effect on the world around us. Remember how I was, and we have the Lover's card, and I was telling you how I was seeing all the people coming, making one. If we all do that, like I talk very often about just how you smile to someone, how that already, most likely 90% of the time you'll get a smile back, and that's just how it starts. And very often I have caught myself like smiling to someone as we just walk, you cross someone, you smile, and then you a few seconds later you're still smiling. I'm like, what an idiot, I'm still smiling. But I'm not, it's just the emotion still with me. Those are good emotions to keep with you. Okay, a quick message, a message from Maman Marie, s'il vous plaît. Petite Maman Marie, for this full moon, what message do you have for us? Okay, not all of this. I'm gonna go pick it. Oh, no, that jumped. Okay, I'll take the first one on the top. Holy Lady of Sacred Waters. To cleanse oneself spiritually is to immerse oneself in the sanctuary of divine connection and sacred presence. This weakens the grip of our attachment to emotional pain and strengthens our ability to be emotionally authentic without becoming too overwhelmed by our suffering that we act out and betray our core values and disengage from our spiritual connection. This is again reinforcing the beginning of the guidance. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace. And that part I like, because it's like, as much as I'm telling you to bring out your inner child, don't throw tantrums as well. Immerse yourself in the sanctuary of divine connection and sacred presence. That tower is going to scare you. But remember the divine protection that you have and the love that's around you and the love that we can all create together. And we'll be able to go through those difficult emotions. I have the Lady of Truth showing at the bottom of the deck. Remember to be truthful to yourself and to others and to accept only the truth. To that end, let's get a Healing Angel card message, s'il vous plaît. that came out quickly. Transformation. Okay, that's another confirmation here. Through the gate, through the great love. And I was reading the gate of love that holds you in its embrace. You are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. Love, love, love. Always love. For yourself and towards others. Allez, a quick gratitude message, and I will let you guys go. If you haven't gone already. S'il vous plaît, les angéliques. Okay, the reindeer right here. And it's again that's interesting. That's the one that wanted to be taken. I'm gonna pick another one too, because the buck moon. Have some grace. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace. Have some grace. Grace is a sign of trust in a higher power. Even that is just another like period to the guidance. And that makes me think of the protection against the evil eye thing and the sun and an eye, and I'm getting a lot of energies out of this card, so I want to read it. It's only a day. Each new day is an opportunity to start again. So with that tower, that fear we're going to get, just keep in mind that it's a new day and we all have the opportunity to start again. There is definite and see transformation. We are still in the energies of newness, transformation, and growth. So hope that will help you. I hope that has helped you. I'm sending you as much light and love that I can, because I feel like this transformation is going to happen. Also, to me, to my environment, to the people around me, we have this big yes here, so that's exciting. We should all celebrate and be happy, because this transformation here is only for the better for us all. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.